Dear Jacob, consider this letter my apology. For years, you have been consumed by a broken educational system, a system that long ago jumped the shark. That's the cool way to say came to an end. In kindergarten, you were given busy work that was passed off as math enrichment because your teacher could not motivate you. We heard the same message at each parent-teacher conference. I have a lot of boys in that class. It is a very busy classroom. Jacob is doing fine. Okay, your mother and I thought. Things must be going well. If we could only go back. Outside of your seat work that kept you out of the teacher's hair, you spent your time preparing for the spring concert where you and your classmates sang Greasy Grimy Gopher Guts, among other classics. Why didn't we catch on sooner? As frustrating as your experience was, your mother and I felt it best to keep you in school. The remainder of your early education was better, but you were never given an opportunity to truly excel. Your immediate assessment results showed that things were just fine, actually that you were ahead of the norm, and that there were no concerns with how you were doing. Better, but not what you needed. Oh, why, oh, why? I'm sorry I did not pay closer attention. I allowed you to remain unchallenged and unmotivated. I allowed the fact that things were going well to cloud my perspective of the reality of the situation. Please forgive us. Parents do what they feel is best for their children. Parents do not intentionally harm their children. Forgive me for not catching on sooner. As you progressed in your schooling, your mother and I felt it best to remove you from the public school system. We spent many a night going back and forth on the pros and cons of homeschooling you. It was a hard decision. Ultimately, we felt it was in your best interest. Part of the decision was based on the lack of leadership and positive culture that existed in the school you would be entering. The other part was that your dad sees the reality of a broken system. Your mother and I went back and forth, even after the decision was made, but we committed to it for the following 2 years. Did we do the right thing? I know that was difficult for you. I am sorry. You had less interaction with your friends, and you had to learn much quicker than your peers how to become a self-paced, hard-working, intrinsically motivated, mastery-oriented, challenge-accepting kid. What kind of a parent expects those things from a child? School is about learning the content, right? Now you are a preteen, and you are back in the public education system. Your dad is your principal. For that alone, I probably can't ask enough forgiveness. And you are a 7th grader in my middle school. Again, sorry. If you are able to forgive me for the last 7 years, I am willing to make you a promise that will outweigh all of the mistakes of the past. Note to self, a true apology doesn't come in the form of a negotiation. For now, just oblige me. No more regrets. Onward, brave voyager. I promise to change how children are educated. I cannot change how the last 7 years went, but I can make a difference today and forever. I promise to view all students as children who hunger for a purpose. I promise to operate my school with what-ifs and never with can'ts. I promise to never confine you or any student to a set of numbers or statistics. I promise to make learning real, fun, engaging, authentic, void of obstacle, void of bias, and built around what students are capable of doing, not what they are capable of answering. I care too much about you not to make this promise. Public school is where you need to be. It is where I need to be. No more apologies. I cannot do my job without you. You cannot be successful without me and my team, who will work hard to guide your path. I love you, son. Sincerely, Dad.